would, for someone that doesn't know, like why would you use a walk-in floor versus that type of trailer?
Yeah, so this time of year, we're just getting out, done with this time of year that we're hauling a lot of sawdust to ag people. So like blueberry farmers, nurseries, they're using the sawdust for bedding. And so there's not big tippers to tip the whole truck and trailer.
Dump, because at the mills, these
those,
trailers...
Those get dumped on a big dump. They raise the whole thing. They raise the truck, the trailer, everything all at once. And those are some of my most popular videos.
I was going to say, you had some videos that got...
one got over 3 million views.
Wow.
And then I just posted another, and I've been posting pictures of these trucks going up in the air, and forever it was like no big deal. And then all of a sudden one just took off, 3 million views. And my followers went from 600 followers to now I've got 6,800 followers in a period of like 2 months.
Isn't that crazy how it works?
Yeah, and then so 2 weeks ago I posted the front view of a truck going up in the air, and I think today it's over 200,000 views, and
yeah,
it was just taking off like crazy.
And that's the thing is, that's why it's like you'll post. We were talking at lunch about like YouTube videos and just all type of reels, and you'll post. You could post for 6 months or a year or 2 years, and it's like, man, I think this is a really good video. It doesn't take, and then just out of nowhere, it just takes off, right? And then you can turn around and try to post the same video and mimic it, and it won't perform.
Right.
It's just, you just have to be consistent.
Yep, yep. So yeah, so these are real beneficial for like landscape businesses. We do a lot for Lane Forest, which is a big landscape business around here, and Rexius, and so they'll have us go to a job site and just unload a whole load of bark and have their crews.
So yeah, the way it works, like if anybody doesn't like the walk-in floors, they basically, the floor walks, and it walks the material out the back of it, where those chip trailers, they don't have, you have to dump them on a big dump at the mill. And these ones, it's kind of, so these have you can kind of see in here, that floor right there, it walks back and forth, and it walks all the material out the back.
So there's different floor slats, and so they'll alternate going forward, and then they all work together, moving the whole material back to unload the trailer.
And then do you guys have to clean out like between?
Yeah, so like this, if he was going to haul sawdust on his next load, he would have to get this bark product off.
And where would he do that at?
Usually where he delivers, usually if we're unloading bark somewhere. This should be a clean floor, but that's another one of the SOPs that somebody decided not to follow. So I'll be finding out who drove this last.
Who drove this and reminding them. We have for us, hauling hay, we sweep our decks off when we're done. And for us, one reason why is if it rains, it sticks to it, and then when you go to load the next product, it's stuck to the deck, and then it picks it up, and then same thing, drivers will, I'm going to go home and I'll get it tomorrow.
Right.
Well, then it rained, and they can't get it tomorrow. Right. So.
Yeah, and see, with us, it's the next driver.
That's why immediately I was like, well, if that trailer gets dispatched, because in trucking everything changes, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so, if this gets dispatched for sawdust, now that guy just got screwed.
Yeah, and if he doesn't check his floor.
And he's going to get there and put sawdust in on top.
Not that that's ever happened before.
Never. Never.
Never had that problem. So when you go in the shop here, and I'll show you some of our preventive maintenance stuff that we do, which helps us service our customers.
And how long have you guys been here?
We've been here since 2009. We used to be in Springfield and had a yard in Springfield, but the city kind of grew up around it. And we got these lifts a couple of years ago, and it's really helped on our preventive maintenance. So we can lift, as you can tell, the whole trailer up in the air, and then we can just do our whole inspection. So this trailer is being inspected for just preventive maintenance. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the trailer. We pulled it out of service just so we can do a full inspection on it to inspect everything. So suspension-wise, cross members, lights, wiring, air lines, and it's just a lot more convenient for the guys to walk underneath it and everything else. So we do the same thing with the trucks. We'll lift the whole truck up and then go underneath, because these aren't mounted to the ground. They move. They're on wheels.
Yeah, because you can move it. So if you're going to do a truck, you can just bring them in and then you just lift the truck.
Yep, exactly. So in back here, they're just checking out the suspension, seeing if there's anything loose, seeing if there's any bushings wore out, checking the brakes, air lines. They'll hook the air system up and then just do a whole inspection on her. And then so the trailer that's over here had just gone through this, and we found some cross members that we didn't like. So then we started pulling the floor out, found some other cross members in here, and then so they're just basically replacing the cross members, going to replace some of the sections of the floor.
Oh wow!
And just basically rebuild it.
And how old of a trailer do you think this is?
This one's probably 7 years old.
So they
probably
get,
one
they
of
get
our
a fair
older
amount
trailers.
of use, though, don't they?
Yeah, our oldest chip trailer is probably 10 years old, and I don't usually like keeping them longer than that. Is just because you end up putting too much maintenance in them. Now those live floor trailers, they'll I don't really like keeping them longer than like 5 or 6 years, because what you have to do is pull each one of those floor slats out, replace all the bushings, and then you just
It just turns into.
yeah, and all of a sudden it's not.
You have so much money into it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you run. You guys probably have to have somebody in the shop all the time, right?
24 hours a day,
24 hours a day.
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Yeah. The only time that this place is closed, both running trucks or the shop, is in a holiday when our customers aren't running.
Right.
But even this last, the last holiday we had was Labor Day. We had some customers work on Labor Day, so we had drivers working, we had mechanics working, and I mean, just in case there's something that breaks down on the road, you gotta have the mechanics available. And but this right here is the heart of the operation. I mean, if our trucks aren't running because of breakdowns, then we're not servicing our customers, and that doesn't work. So
You know, it's the little things. Like you posted on social media. I made me think of it when I came over here. I think it was 2 summers ago. It got hot out, and you had done a post, and it actually reminded me. So you had done a post with one of the service trucks, and it's the little thing. I remember you.
oh, this one.
Yeah, you had this. I think you had this truck, and it was going to get hot out.
Right.
And you were like, I think it was a picture of the truck, and you guys were like blowing. You came down and
Blowing
blew
out the
all the radiators, right?
Yep.
And I was like, just the little things that people forget to do, where you're always trying to look ahead because you're looking at the weather. You know it's going to get hot.
Yep.
And hot and to us, like, we're not even hot, right?
Yeah.
So we have to kind of like we're not like other areas,
Right.
but you guys were looking at that. You made the decision. Hey, somebody obviously told the shop, hey, we got to get ahead of this thing. It's going to get hot. We need to blow the radiators out. We need to make sure we're ready to go to service the customers. And that's what my takeaway has been, like, following the page, is all of the little things that you guys do here to make sure you can service.
Right. Yeah, because and our environment is different than, I mean, your hayfield, you have dust and stuff, but we're in dusty environments every day, all day long. So our radiators get plugged with little shaving, sawdust, all kinds of dust. So in the summer months, every day when somebody goes to leave the shift, before they leave the yard, they blow the radiator out.
Every day.
The mechanics do. Every day. So Braden's the 5th generation, and he and his sister work with the company now. So Braden just graduated from college in December. Went to the truck driving school in February, started driving in March, and you got to know how to run the company.
It's the best way for them to learn.
Right.
That way you see exactly everything they're talking about.
And you've learned just a little bit, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. Enough to get me by. So,
Well, hey, you got, my wife would be impressed. You have your safety vest on.
Yeah, look at that.
safety first.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Never takes a vacation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the drivers that worked on Labor Day that we were just talking about. So
That's what you're going to get to do, is get to work all those.
Yeah,
times
exactly.
that- Now, Jason, you have a good backup, right?
Yeah,
Right?
that's right.
That's right.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
But no, Braden's doing a great job, but it's, they don't teach this in college. So the stuff he's learning by driving, and the relationships he's building with the drivers and all that, and the customers, and he went to California with me and met the big wigs from Sierra Pacific, and we just got to get him up to speed, and what separates us from everybody else.
That's the way to do it. And then he gets to see, now when you're hauling out of some of these locations, do you get to see the competition?
Oh, yes.
So that's kind of, it's always nice when you're kind of out and you get to see it and you see how they do
Right.
things too. And,
But now as he's seeing the competition now knows who he is, and he's driving.
yes.
So, so they understand what's going on in the process, and, maybe some drivers will come to work for us when they see that the potential owner is actually putting his time in.
Yeah. No, and a lot of that people don't realize is you're always attracted, right? So whether it's the nice trucks and the reliable work and the type of people that you have out there, and then because a lot of times your drivers probably are pulling, like even my guys, they're pulling drivers for you, right?
Right.
My guys in the port are talking to other drivers,
Yep.
and
they don't like working there, they're not going to recruit them.
That's right.
A lot of the recruiting comes just from the other drivers.
Yep.
So that's, yeah, nope, awesome. Where you go? So are you? Where did you just haul?
I just came up from Camas.
Okay.
Came back down.
Oh
here.
wow, is that from Washington?
Yeah.
So you go all the way. So how far you guys go?
Camas.
So you go to Camas.
Yeah, we just started
Okay.
hauling out of Camas. So we have stuff going. You hauled some sawdust up to our nursery,
Yeah. Sawdust
So
up
we're
to
talking about
Hillsborough.
that.
Yeah.
and then so up Portland area.
Yep.
And then so we just were able to get a reload out of Camas.
Okay.
So you got to minimize. You don't
No.
you don't make any money
Well,
sell
trust me,
people,
I don't make. I haul containers
right?
loaded one way, and it doesn't pay.
Yeah.
So,
So we got to. I mean, when we get a new haul like that, we got to put something else together. And so we're loaded up and loaded coming back, and then we unload down south, and we reload a half mile from where we unload and come back up.
Same facility where we dump off the stuff from Camas is where we pick up sawdust to take back to the nursery.
So
good
out of
little
all those miles, maybe 30 miles are deadheads.
Yep.
that's how you do it.
Yep.
No, super cool.
So what are you doing now?
Yesterday went a little long down at Diller. They loaded off of those gets off at 2. So okay.
Explain to Jesse what a little long. How many hours did you work yesterday?
I work 13 3/4. So I work from 5 to 6.
It's not 9 to 5,
No.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So and then today, you're not, are you able to go where you were going to go or not?
So not today because it would probably be about the same time. And so my night driver, he had the last 2 nights off, so he's on tonight. So this would either had him, if I went down there, would have to get in a different truck or wait for me to get back. So he would just be sitting.
When's he start?
He usually starts about 4:30.
Yeah, and so you're not going to get, because it's 1:45. So
Yeah.
and this is just an example like of how tight the dispatch is,
whole logistics.
rotation and logistics, and
So yeah.
So then you're going to hook up to something else and go.
Yep, I just hooked up to a new one, empty, and then I'm gonna go to Tops and
that's a future haul.
yeah,
So Springfield.
So now you can do some shorter.
Right.
yeah.
Phil
So
shot you today.
that load I'm gonna go pick up. It's either gonna go to Kingsford, which is 2 miles away, or it's gonna go, or I'm probably gonna preload it for Monmouth.
That's a lot. There's a lot of
Yeah, a long moving point. So the decision of the whole thing once he gets loaded is where we at with everything else. So if we need him to go do something else, then he'll just go to Kingsford. I used to have a head of hair.
like,
It's ongoing. That's why my office is next to the dispatcher.
oh man.
For when we first moved out here, we have another office across the street where all of our admin people are,
Oh, okay.
HR and everything. And my office used to be over there. Well, I didn't have a clue what was going on. So now it's like I need to know what's going on.
Yeah,
And yeah, so I mean that's a perfect example of where we're going to decide what he's going to do after he gets loaded as to how's the mill's producing and
Where we
you know
at.
are we setting up night shift for success or failure and
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
all right, we'll get back to work.
yeah, you're at it.
Sounds good.
No,
Good seeing
break's
you.
over. Reset.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time
Yeah.
today to
Oh, it's my pleasure.
walk
Anytime.
around and just kind of
Like I told you
explain what
before,
do
if there's anything I can do helping
Oh,
you
you
out
guys-
wise or whatever,
all
you know.
the time. Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's not easy, that's
Thank
for
you,
sure.
Jason.
Yeah,
no,
you bet.
it's a challenge.
Yep.